show you. So, oh my god. Look at these abs! Oh my god. Chocolate abs! Can't even.
Have you ever wondered what makes K-pop so special? Just what is it about Korean popular music that has amassed it such a large and loyal following and has given it such commercial success? Follow us to find out. I guarantee you it's about more than just the eye candy.
어서 와. 방탄은 처음이지?
It would be an understatement to say that people just like K-pop. K-pop has become a global phenomenon with millions of viewers and supporters across the globe. In fact, according to Korean Jung Daily, in 2010, based on the views of video clips of K-pop stars from the top 3 agencies alone, viewer counts totaled more than 790 million views from 229 nations, and has only gone up from there. So how does K-pop go from being an understated industry to one that's up and coming in the international spotlight? We argue that the Korean pop industry as a whole is a prolific commodity that has risen to great acclaim through the unique reciprocal culture it has created. It is the perceived accessibility to the intimate details of celebrities' lives, the participatory nature of fan culture, and the tendency of its fans to form genuine emotional connections with the content created that allows for its widespread admiration and marketable success that transcends language, culture, and geographical boundaries. This essentially boils down to, I see Oppa, Oppa, feel my sarang, Oppa, you complete me. Have you ever had that moment when a certain someone has caught your eye and then you find yourself wanting to know more? And one thing led to another, and one moment you're scrolling down their Instagram feed and the next you can recite their age, height, and ideal type? This tendency operates on the concept of relational intimacy. The more intimate you feel with someone, the more knowledge and commitment you have to them. With more knowledge, you feel closer to them and strive to maintain this level of intimacy in your relationship. Sound familiar? A large part of what makes K-pop so successful is the way in which idols are accessible through multiple platforms for personal interaction and updates about the more intimate details of their lives. With the digital age, Korean entertainment companies have expanded their reach by uploading music videos and other idol-related content online to help keep overseas consumers connected to K-pop music, therefore creating a direct link between the entertainment companies and their international audience. K-pop idols also go above and beyond in interviews, fan meets, and reality TV programs to develop a sense of intimacy between themselves and their fans. For example, KBS Gorilla Date shows celebrities hitting the streets of Seoul in informal interviews that bring the stars to the people. K-pop has also put its own spin on the meet and greet experience. For Western celebrities, meet and greets often only have enough time for a quick hi and a photo. Remember when Avril Lavigne faced backlash for these awkward meet and greet photos? In contrast, K-pop idols hold fan meets where fans are treated to performances, high-touch experiences, and fan service. K-pop idols take special care to ensure that their fans not only get to meet them, but that they also feel special and valued by their idols. We're also able to further peek into their private lives through various reality TV programs such as Real Got 7, Pangtangbom, or Hyuna's Free Month. The appeal of reality television is the desire for an interactive consumption experience. Producers buy into this by creating reality experiences on screen that build a close correspondence between the celebrity shown and what the audience can relate to. While some may argue that everything you see is still scripted for the camera, undeniably these reality shows provide the impression that the viewers are indeed getting an inside look on what idols are really like. Even It Girl Hyuna is filmed barefaced with a selfie camera in her room, whereas contrasted with the highly glamorized production of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Idol TV reflects a more down-to-earth image. We see that K-pop utilizes higher instances of sharing seemingly relatable images of their idols along with higher interactions with fans. This type of catered content is again highly accessible, and because there are so many ways we are privileged with an inside look, we are more likely to feel like we know them on a personal level and continue to like and support the people that we feel intimately closer to.
There's a popular notion that behind every successful K-pop group is a fiercely loyal fan group, and fandoms are indeed great forces to be reckoned with. K-pop fandoms such as ARMY, SOWON, and VIP are undeniably a large part of the Korean pop industry, and the way they operate takes fans from just simply adoring their idols to becoming a driving force behind K-pop success. Even though Western pop music has this too, for example, Directioners and Believers, the difference lies in the fact that these fan group names were popularized by entertainment media and then became widely accepted, and official K-pop fandoms are created by the management companies themselves and endorsed with official merchandise. Thus, the companies help create a cohesive and loyal community of supporters from many different backgrounds who unite over a common goal. Over the past decade, the role of the fans themselves has transformed. Fancom refers to the notion that fans now consider themselves to take active roles in contributing to the star's success. K-pop fans no longer simply consume music, but a large part of the culture is getting others to like K-pop as well. In this sense, K-pop fans play an important role in, quote, actively participating in the circulation of K-pop music in the global realm, end quote, and act as cultural missionaries who introduce K-pop to their friends and through the power of the internet to strangers across the world. Fans can be said to be prosumers, where they not only support their idols, but are also localizing it within their own groups. We see here prolific YouTubers being exposed to K-pop and creating new content for both their own viewers and K-pop fans to enjoy. We also see K-pop fans using their presence online to share their love for K-pop with a wider online community. Media scholar Henry Jenkins coined the term, quote, participatory culture, end quote, to describe the active participation fans have in the creation and circulation of new content by using social media. For example, Israeli fans have created a Facebook group iKpop and website Wikipop to help popularize K-pop in Israel by providing up-to-date information about K-pop artists, bands, famous songs, and other related information. Through their investigation of the K-pop fan culture in the Middle East, and speaking about K-pop fan culture more generally, Ramazjan and Lion aptly characterized K-pop fans as, quote, marketers, mediators, translators, and localizers of K-pop who create new consumer markets in their local communities. We see that fandom is a key agent for the globalization of K-pop around the world, end quote.
We have also yet to see the extent of how pervasive K-pop can be in some people's lives. Does it ever seem like fans are overly attached or overly dedicated to the idols? Take, for example, this wholehearted letter from a fan under Big Bang's Last Dance video. Or when Gongyu participated in Gorilla Date, the girl immediately began to cry when she had the privilege of standing in front of him and shaking his hand. While humorous, this is indicative of the genuine emotional connection that the Korean pop industry creates between the idols and their fans. This relationship is considered to be rooted from the emotional consumptions that the fans have for K-pop content. The way idols are portrayed often gives the perception to fans that they have a deeper bond than just fan-idol appreciation. This mentality further perpetuates their continued consumption of K-pop. With the media coverage available, fans are able to get a sense of what idols are like off-screen, which makes the idols seem relatable. People often make decisions on what they pay attention to based off of the needs and wants that they seek to satisfy. Within K-pop fandoms, we see that people often seek out content that they can relate to emotionally. Fancams are especially widely consumed and created and used as infotainment. These are sources of information on an idol's offstage persona that regularly makes news headlines. Here, A-Pink's Eun-Ji helps up a fallen fan at the airport. This type of behavior is deemed as something Eun-Ji wasn't obligated to do, but something she did because she has a good heart. It reinforces the idea that idols have endearing, regular people qualities that causes fans to bond with them further. One Palestinian fan from Eun-Young and Lion Study observed that, unlike American pop stars, Korean pop idols behave very differently in real life compared to their charismatic performances on stage. She said of female idols, they might behave provocatively but are not actually like that. In real life, they are good girls. It is this common identification of the duality in idols' behavior that a lot of fans identify with. In general, people also have the tendency to choose to associate with what they see most important to them. Romanian K-pop fans have said that K-pop is an anchor that helps them to express their personal feelings and emotions. The sort of comfort that fans harbor has even affected their personal lives. Marinescu and Balisa stated that listening to Korean music has a deep emotional basis for the fans by reducing stress, boosting self-esteem, enhancing imagination, and helping to move beyond the difficult moments. This sentiment is also echoed by fans on internet forums such as Reddit, where there is an entire thread dedicated to how K-pop has changed the commenters' lives in some way. There was a common theme on how K-pop and specific idols such as SNSD or JYJ has given their fans boosts in their confidence, changes their outlook on life, and even helped them cope with difficult life events. For example, one fan stated that he intended to kill himself, but listening to K-pop encouraged him not to give up. Another stated that K-pop gives them strength and helps them cope with challenges in life. When asked why some fans like the idols they do, there was a common reference to idols who succeed in overcoming difficult moments in their lives with respect, seriousness, and responsibility. Again, here is a humanistic approach to the way idols are portrayed, which creates a sense of fondness and familiarity between the idols and their fans. Fans who have sympathy and respect for the idols have the tendency to want to support that person who has become a role model for them in difficult times. K-pop industry ultimately gives some fans a sense of escaping to another world in which all ends well, and provides them with a basis from which they can feel emotionally fulfilled and establish newly formed confidence and identities. Through our investigation, we can begin to understand that K-pop is more than music and the pretty faces, but there is an entire culture that is built around the give and take between the industry and the fiercely loyal fans who both consume the content and play a decisive role in creating new markets for the transnational penetration, distribution, and reproduction of K-pop. The commercial success and widespread admiration for Korea has only been afforded by the way that K-pop has become a transnational product that provides not only high-quality entertainment, but creates a sense of supportive community for its fans to connect with the artists and others around the world.
All this fangirling has made me so hungry. I know just the place. Let's go.